You've tuned in to Just Vibe with Melody, where we talk about uncomfortable but very necessary topics. One of those uncomfortable topics that we have discussed here on the channel is massive flooding that sometimes happens here in Ghana, primarily during rain season. And this has kind of been an ongoing conversation, but we haven't really actually gotten to the bottom of why this happens. The other day, husband and I was out on a stroll, and then it dawned on me. This is one of the primary reasons why we are experiencing mass flooding here in Ghana. Let's get into this conversation right now. So the other day, husband and I was out and about on a stroll because we have been very focused on being healthy. So we oftentimes take strolls. We've been drinking our herbal teas in the morning. It's been quite the uplifting moment in our lives these days. So anyhow, we were out and about taking a stroll when I noticed there were so many drains that were clogged, either with pollution, grass, or just impacted dirt that was never cleared. Let's take a look at what that experience was like firsthand. Here is an example of what a drain is supposed to look like. It should be free and clear from any debris, buildup, or overgrown trees. When a drain looks like this, the water can easily pass. This is what a healthy drain looks like and how drains should be maintained at all times. And I just had to stop and try to understand this, because what if someone was unfamiliar with these roads? There is no type of warning signs displayed to warn drivers of these massive holes in the road. Whose responsibility is this? And here is the moment of realization of why severe flooding happens in Ghana during rain season. Walking along the roadside, I realized that there has been a pileup of dirt, overgrown trees, and garbage littering the gutters. No wonder why when it rains, there is nowhere for the water to pass. It literally has nowhere to go. So it's not that gutters don't exist in Ghana, because as you can all see, they are here and very present, but they are oftentimes polluted and filled with debris and overgrown trees. And then I pose the question of whose responsibility is it to keep the gutters clean? Is it the responsibility of the government? Is it the responsibility of the community? Or is it the responsibility of them both? And regardless of whose responsibility it is, nobody seems to be paying attention. Strolling around the streets, it became evident that these clogged drains is one of the primary reasons why there is so much flooding that occurs in Ghana. And I asked a very honest and serious question. Whose responsibility is this? Is it the responsibility of the government, or is it a combination of both? Now, correct me if I'm wrong and drop a comment down below and let me know what your thoughts are. But in my opinion, this is a situation that needs to be addressed and taken seriously. Maybe if the initiative was taken to actually get these drains cleaned out, then we would see a lot less flooding happening here in Ghana. So it's not that a drainage system doesn't exist here in Ghana, but due to the drains being clogged, they cannot work effectively. Therefore, when it rains, the rain has nowhere to pass, it has no direction to go in, and therefore just kind of floods out into the streets. And this has been affecting not only business owners, but homeowners as well. I cannot say how many times I have been out and about in Ghana and I just see people take their garbage and just so casually discard of their contents onto the ground. And I'm always looking like, who is coming to clean this up behind you? Who is coming to clean up your trash? We are too grown to be out here just throwing our trash on the ground. And not only that, but what example are you setting for the youth and the children? Because they're watching what the adults are doing. And it's only raising them up to repeat the same behavior and do the same exact thing of helping to pollute the environment. I hope today's video is a strong campaign to keep Ghana clean. And I know there aren't many trash cans lining the streets of Ghana, but that's not an excuse to just discard of your rubbish on the ground. Hold on to it until you get to your destination, whether that be your home or if you're going to an outing. Wait until you arrive at your destination and put it in the garbage. I have even been driving behind people and I will see them finish their meal, roll down their window, and throw it out the window. Why not just keep it in your car until you reach your destination and put it in the garbage? Or better yet, why not just make your car garbage? We are seeing the evidence of this careless behavior all across Ghana, in our oceans and in our drainage system. And it's also harming our wildlife. At some point, we have to wake up to this fact that we are equally contributing to the destruction of our own environment by just throwing our rubbish on the ground. I don't know, maybe we need a rubbish task force or something. Maybe we need a whole group of people that just goes around and their primary job is to make sure that people aren't committing acts such as throwing their trash on the ground. And if they're found to have done so, then they need to be ticketed because this is just beyond ridiculous at this point. We have many things to be concerned about here in Ghana, but trash should not be one of them. If we don't start developing a different mentality, this will just continue to catapult more and more out of control. I mean, we've already seen the worst end of it, but now it's getting even worse. If we don't work to keep Ghana clean, there is no outside person that's going to fly into this country and do it for us. So the next time you are out and about, the next time you are consuming a meal, think about the environment before you think about throwing the contents of your rubbish on the ground. That is it for today's video. I hope you really enjoyed this topic. Drop a comment down below and let me know what your thoughts are. If this is your first time here on the channel, let me take this opportunity to say welcome. And please consider joining the family and hitting that subscribe button before you go. I will see y'all on the next video.